not here to debate with anyone. I only debate with my equals. All others I teach.
Ah, I have been waiting on you, Clarence Jr. You thought I wasn't looking, huh? You thought I wasn't looking, you silly boy. Your dumbass thought I wasn't looking. Huh? You finally figured it out. You finally figured it out, huh? You really did. You figured out what Edward and BGS were all about. That we believe that black women hate black men. But you didn't put it all together because Kevin found out the same thing. When we say low-level contempt and hatred of black men, well, that's what we mean, low-level contempt and hatred, which is mixed in with love because they do spawn us. Trust and believe you can hold those two things in your heart at the same time. The low-level contempt and hatred and resentment of black men. I'm not even going to have to go through the documents to actually prove that this is so. You can read the feminist documents. You can go back and read Fraser's book. You can read a whole bunch of books that actually exemplify that. You can read Diane Williams' book. And this is the conundrum that drives black women and the black community. That's why I call it the gynocracy. And we've already gone through this, that as much as black women say that they don't like the oppressor, talk about white people and white men, they actually prefer white men, but that's across the board. That's all races of women across the board prefer white men first. So that's not new. But let's finish off the low-level contempt and hatred. That has been planted into black women since the slave plantation and reinforced with the white female and white feminist. Because the same things that white women and white feminists say about black men is the same thing that black women say about black men. That is why we call it the low-level contempt and hate, because they want status and they would rather level up and get other men if they could, because Samantha Cooker just really, her divester just admitted it, okay? She admitted it. But that's the tangle of pathology that Clark was talking about that exists in black culture. Joy DeGruy said the same thing about post-slavery. The post-slavery trauma that black people have undergone over the past 200 years. And really, it hasn't really stopped, but really kind of slackened in 1965 with the Civil Rights Movement. But let's get to a couple things, because I should cuss with your dumb ass. Let's put it this way, with your dumb ass that you don't understand. Let's get one thing straight. Negro, my grandchildren are older than your children. Let's say it again. My grandchildren are older than your children. Got 3 kids. In fact, my children are older than you. Got 2 of them that are probably older than you. So to say that I am looking at my age to be in league or be in contact with another woman or finding another woman to be with me, there's a reason that I become monk, singularly become monk. It's not that I couldn't become a good husband. I could. But there's a whole bunch of circumstances, and trust and believe, boss, I just last year, well, really earlier this year, I had my ex-girlfriend from high school write a love letter to me. I don't drive away women. I understand women are much better than you do. My mentor, who's in real life, is a female. Believe it or not, she has a PhD in counseling. She has a PhD in relationships. A lot of stuff that I say I get from her. Now, I just had a divester. We just went through the whole thing, had a divester, came up and word for word said the exact same thing I was saying. Right after that, I had a licensed psychologist, psychotherapist, white as a matter of fact, right? Come up with me and talk to me for an hour, almost an hour, about relationships and male and female relationships. And guess what? 80% of what I was saying she agreed with. Son, you don't know what the hell you were talking about. You don't understand this plight. I have been doing this a lot longer than you have probably have been alive, sir. I can say that. I assume that at last I remember, I think you're under 35. I've been doing this longer than you've been alive. I've been at these seminars. I've been at these books. I've counseled women. Have you counseled women? Go back to my Be Just for Women's channel. If you think that I can't talk to women or I don't understand women. The thing is that I'm going to just say this because Dr. John Henry Clark said the same thing. I only debate with my equals, all others I teach. Okay. And some people you can't teach. And you're one of those people that you can't teach. Because if you are all that you say you are, you be showing us wedding pictures and a wedding ring of the woman that you're with and the kids that you have. Because, boss, I've been there. I've been where you are, and I've gone past that. My children on the other side, your children have yet to be grown. Your children have yet to get out of elementary school. If I'm understanding, they just started school. The oldest, my oldest grandson is middle school, sir. Shout out to my seed of my seed. To say what my relationships are, you don't have any clue. Like I said, I've been where you've been. I've done what you've done. I've done what you've done already. So you're telling me how it is to be in relationship is nothing. You can't even talk religion with me, sir. That's how far back I go. I was studying Revelations and I was studying the end times when I was in middle school, when I was in high school. I was already studying this stuff. I stopped studying it when Christianity didn't go far enough for me. I'm not saying it's for everybody, but for me. In other words, you're out of your depth. I don't even know why you keep barking up this tree, because you don't know anything. And you keep proving that you don't know anything because you're repeating the same dumb shit that you've been repeating since I met. That's why you're on the other side. That's why you don't make any traction. That's how come you can't draw people, because you don't know what you're talking about. At least people on the other side that are detractors at least know their audience. You don't even know your audience. So putting my name in a video, which I asked you not to do, because I prefer not to go at you. But since I got a master teacher response channel that don't have any content on it, I needed some content. So I guess you're up first. Let's talk about the Moynihan Report, which you do not understand. One, I doubt that you read it. Oh, the Moynihan Report is 60 years old. Why are we still talking about it? Well, how about the Civil Rights Act? Oh, that's even older. Or how about the Emancipation Proclamation? Oh, that's even older. How about the Constitution, sir? That's even older. Revolutionary War, anybody? That's even older. World War II? That's even older. The Bretton Woods system that your dollar still works on temporarily? That's even older. Social Security, your banking laws, that stuff is even older. Still around, it's still relevant, they still use it. While we talking about the documents of the Moynihan Report, you could ask about it. And it's not to prove that black women don't love us. It's to prove that there's a reason for Moynihan scissors, and there's a reason why other groups can maintain their marriages and their relationships and black people can't. That's what it was there to prove. Everybody knows that welfare was the catalyst for our families, or what was left of our families, breaking up. It was the straw in the camel's back. Everybody says that, but nobody understands why. And Moynihan talked about the scissors. At the time when the schism happened, he wanted to understand it. The stuff that he proposed, okay, never got fixed. Because Moynihan say to fix the black family, you have to give black men jobs and them opportunities, all the stuff that the white women get. And the white women stole most of the stuff that was supposed to go to black men to help fix their families, because they wanted to turn what I call a gynocracy into a patriarchy by pushing the money, instead of through the women that it is now, through the men. and giving the men opportunities, give the men the education, and give the men all this kind of stuff because they wanted to fix the black family that was woefully out of balance with the rest of America, with the other families, as he called it, of America. But explaining that to you because because you haven't read it, two, you haven't researched it, three, you haven't studied it. And so to you, it's meaningless, which most things are. And to sit up here and talk about it or explain it, I know it's not going to do any good, but I have to do it just for posterity because it has to be anchored. Stay your dumb ass out of my business. I hate to say it. I'm sure you got a degree from someplace, right? You should go get your money back because the whole thing about going to higher education is to get educated, to be able to research, read, research, and learn and analyze. I do believe you can read. At least I think you can read. I don't know about you being a researcher, but you damn sure can analyze. A lot of stuff that we do is actually starting to change laws. And what I do is, along with the 4 or 5 PhDs that are surround me, the people that have taught you, they're not my colleagues, but they are my peers. You, sir, are not. And you saying that you thinking that you finally figured this out, dude, you haven't even figured yourself out, much less figure me out. Why don't you, like the Bible says, physician, heal thyself. Pull the beam out of your own eye before you pull the splinter out of mine. Now you pick on the monitoring report. There's other stuff that I've done that you don't even talk about, which is probably good. And but the thing is, you picked on the one thing that you didn't even understand because you didn't understand the flow. You didn't even understand why I did it. You didn't even understand the charts because, for the most part, the video or the live stream wasn't for you because it's for people that can digest it, understand it, and make it actionable. You cannot. But this is a filler for my master teacher's response because I don't have anything up there. But I'm going to put it up there. I'm going to put this out. I wish I could have done, your response or reaction to your video. But thing is, there's really nothing there. And the last time I did it, they said, the sub said you sounded like an idiot. But if you want to go video for video on any subject you would like, we sure can. I don't think you want to cross swords because you don't know enough. I only debate with my equals, all others I teach, at least the ones that are willing to be taught. I doubt that you are, and I doubt that you're capable. Stay on your level, son. Stay in your place and stay at the level that you belong because you don't belong up here with me. Sorry. Not sorry. Peace.